Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Percussion Discussion. My name is Nelson, if you haven't met me yet, and I was the previous instructor there at Grants Pass for the middle schools and the high schools. And today I'm going to be talking about a warm-up that you guys have. It's mainly focusing on the right hand and the left hand, and then you have some paradiddles that we get to explore later on. And if you're asking yourself, why do I have to do this? Well, it's because warm-ups are actually very important to get the blood flowing, to get your mind focused on music, and it helps you just become a better musician later on. So let's just dive right in. One of the first things that we always want to have when we do practice is a drum pad, if you have one, a pair of drumsticks, and then a metronome. In this case, I'll be using the metronome that you can find online. Just type in metronome on the search bar and one should pop up. I actually like starting off at 100 clicks per minute. So again, in that practice packet that you guys have, it should be starting with the right hand, left hand, and a combination of both, and then we have paradiddles. So we're gonna break it down, right? Before we begin, you always want to start at the center of the pad if you're starting at a forte or a mezzo forte, and then you creep up to the edge of the drum when your dynamics are getting lower and lower. So forte is at the center, mezzo forte, mezzo piano, and then piano at the edge, right? And then pianissimo, you just pick quieter. So here we go, starting off at 100 beats per minute off of the warm-up packet. So starting with the right hand, go something like this. Center of the pad, right? I'm partially using the rebound from the pad that it's giving me, just so that I can have more of a flowy kind of approach to it. So again, that right hand goes like this. Just like that, right? And then same thing with the left hand. You can use a traditional grip or you can use match grip. I like to use match grip only because you see that a little bit more, right? So the left hand goes something like this. Right? Again, center of the pad. I'm not really moving around or anything like that. And if I am, it's very minimal. But if you were on a real drum, that does change your sound. So you want to make sure that you're actually creating an equal sound, right? And that each stroke is the same as well. You don't want your right hand to be stronger with your left hand and vice versa. So again, with the left hand. Right, something like that. And so that was number one and number two. Number three is a combination of both, right? So we have 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, then we hit, right? So that goes something like this. Again, creating that equal sound all across the warm-up. You don't want to have, right? So you want them to make, you want to make sure that they're all the same. Again, number three goes like this. You want to make sure that you're not rushing, right? You want to make sure that you're staying with the click of the metronome. Now the next one is a combination of both within the same measure, right? So that goes like this, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Making sure, again, that each sticking is the same as the previous one in terms of sound and in terms of stroke as well, right? We don't want to have funky grips or anything like that where our fingers are like this up against the drumstick. It's actually tucked in, and we want to create a nice fulcrum that's not too tight or not too loose. So the way I like to imagine is having a baby bird in my hand, right? I don't want to drop it, therefore having the stick too loose, but I don't want to squeeze it too hard and harm it. So nice and relaxed, okay? So number four, again, is a combination of the right hand and the left hand. Something like this. Right? Center of the pad. If I want to change my dynamics, I'm creeping up on the drum pad. Okay? So the number five is actually what we call a paradiddle, and that is a different hand combination, right? That you see a lot in terms of marching band music or sometimes even orchestral music. So a paradiddle is a right, left, right, and then a left, right, left, left. Right? So when we combine both of them, they sound like this. Paradiddle. If you say the word paradiddle, I'm sure it'll keep you, or it will help you stay more honest with the time. Paradiddle, 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 and end with the right hand, right? If you guys want to play at a smaller dynamic, for example, piano, edge of the drum pad. Right? And then you can end up with a forte or piano. So that's the paradiddle right there. The next thing that you guys have is what they call 6 on hand, or I'm sorry, number 6, the warm-up number 6 is called 8 on the hand. 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 on the right, 8 on the left, done. Very simple, pretty straightforward. I mean, it's called 8 on the hand for a reason, right? So that goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. And then you can do what they call an 8, 8, 16. 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 16 on the right, 8 on the left, 8 on the right, 16 on the left. That's not on your warm-up, but if you want to elaborate on that specific warm-up, that's what that would sound like. So something like this. Left. Stay 8 on the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left. Right. 16 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. All right. So again, you want to stay with the metronome. And number 7A, right, or measure 34 on your packet, that's a combination of right, left, right, left, right, left. And you repeat that, right? And now 7B is 2 rights and 2 lefts, right? So that would go something like this. And it's imperative to get that basic fundamental down, because that is what leads us to a roll. So without the metronome, and hopefully I can execute a good roll under pressure here, with a double right and a double left, that's what leads you to roll. And then you slow it down. Right. So that is what you basically need to master in order to help you with your roll. Right? And then 7C is the opposite of that. You're starting with the left hand. And then 7D, 3 right hands and then the left hand. You want to take your time trying to find the groove when it comes to those odd hand combinations, right? It could feel a little weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make sure that you're not accenting the left hand. I know it's important for you guys to, maybe you're trying to figure out how it works, trying to figure out the beat, but make sure that each stroke sounds the same. Right? And then 7E is the exact opposite of that. 3 lefts and 1 right. Right? And then 7F is another paradiddle warm-up, which we explored earlier. But this one's a backwards paradiddle, right? So instead of doing right, left, right, it's actually doing right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. The best way, and I will always stress this, is to, the best way to learn something fast is to learn it slow. Take your time, find a groove. There's no problem with that. As long as you guys are trying the best that you can to learn your warm-ups or to learn the music, that's fine. But as long as you take your time in order to play it clean when it's time to play it clean, right? If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to ask. I know that the band director at South Middle School, she's fantastic. She's a great resource. And again, if you guys need my help, please let me know and I'll get to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.